New study reveals dormant fault near Dawson capable of major earthquakes, unearthing a seismic surprise. Ancient fault near Dawson City may unleash powerful quakes. In a surprising twist, scientists have uncovered a long-hidden fault line near Dawson City that could generate significant earthquakes. This revelation comes from a groundbreaking study conducted by experts at the University of Victoria, who have identified signs that the Tintina fault, once thought dormant for millions of years, has been anything but quiet. But here's where it gets controversial. For decades, the Tintina fault was believed to have been inactive for over 40 million years. However, new research reveals that it has actually ruptured multiple times over the past 2.6 million years. Satellite and LiDAR data analysis has uncovered fault scarps, subtle ground shifts, and ridges stretching over 130 kilometers, just 20 kilometers away from Dawson City. These findings indicate that the fault has experienced several large ruptures, with the latest one possibly occurring more than 12,000 years ago. And this is the part most people miss. According to lead author Theron Finley, the accumulated strain on the Tintina fault could result in a massive earthquake, potentially exceeding magnitude at 7.5. An event of such magnitude would cause severe shaking in Dawson City and could disrupt infrastructure, including highways, mining operations, and unstable slopes prone to landslides. What does this mean for seismic hazard models? Although the Federal Seismic Hazard Model acknowledges the potential for major earthquakes in the region, it currently does not include the Tintina fault. The study's findings are being shared with local authorities to enhance emergency preparedness and planning. So, what do you think? Is this discovery a wake-up call for seismic safety measures in the region? Share your thoughts and concerns in the comment section below. New study reveals the Tintina fault in Yukon could trigger major earthquakes. Imagine waking up one day to find that the ground beneath your feet, which seems so solid, could actually be hiding a ticking time bomb. That's precisely what recent research has uncovered about the Tintina fault in the Yukon. What was once considered a minor geological feature is now recognized as a significant earthquake hazard. A team of researchers from the University of Victoria has shed light on the Tintina fault, revealing that it has the capability to generate earthquakes as powerful as magnitude 7.5. This finding is particularly alarming because the fault has been largely ignored in previous assessments of seismic risks in the region. Until now, the stability of the ground around Dawson City and other parts of the Klondike has been underestimated. The Tintina fault has a history of causing powerful earthquakes over thousands of years. The ground near Dawson City, located less than 20 kilometers from a segment of the fault, could experience severe shaking if an earthquake were to occur. Such an event could damage crucial infrastructure, including the Klondike and Dempster highways, potentially isolating Dawson City and surrounding communities from essential supply routes. Researchers also noted increased instability in areas like the Moosehide Slide, just north of Dawson City, and the recently identified Sunnydale landslide, situated directly across the Yukon River. These landslides, exacerbated by geological shifts, highlight the broader impact that seismic activity could have on the region. The study, published in the 2025 edition of Geophysical Research Letters, mapped fault lines stretching southeast from Dawson City, crossing parts of the Dempster Highway and running through Flat Creek. Ancient glacial deposits in Flat Creek showed clear signs of past earthquakes that had caused surface ruptures. Using high-resolution topographic data collected via satellites, aircraft, and drones, the researchers discovered that certain geological formations along the Tintina fault had moved laterally by about 1,000 meters and 75 meters respectively. These movements indicate that the fault has experienced multiple earthquakes in the past, though the exact timing and frequency remain unclear. One notable earthquake occurred approximately 12,000 years ago, suggesting that the Tintina fault is more active than previously thought. According to Jan Detmer, Geoscience Research Manager, this study provides the first evidence of seismic activity on the Tintina fault in 12,000 years, marking the significant shift in how the region's geological risk is perceived. However, it's important to note that this study does not constitute a formal hazard assessment. While it confirms past earthquakes, more research is needed to understand the fault's behavior and accurately assess future risks. Detmer anticipates that further studies, possibly involving trenching, digging into the fault to examine its history, will be necessary to gain a better understanding of the fault's earthquake potential. What makes the Tintina fault particularly concerning is its straight, unbroken geometry, which could allow a rupture to travel long distances, amplifying the potential impact of an earthquake. Such an event could cause widespread ground shaking, landslides, and damage to infrastructure across the Klondike. Currently, the Tintina fault is not included in Canada's national earthquake risk models. This oversight is partly due to the slow movement of faults in the region and the limited number of instruments available to detect earthquakes. As such, there is a pressing need to incorporate the findings of this study into future updates to risk maps. This discovery raises intriguing questions about the geological history of the Yukon and underscores the importance of continuous monitoring and research in seismology. But here's where it gets controversial. Should more resources be allocated to studying relatively inactive faults like the Tintina fault, or should efforts focus primarily on more active ones? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below.